Hello, welcome. My name is Kirsten McCormick. I'm a Young Living Platinum, and I just want to talk to you a little bit about 3 ways you can use essential oils with kids and how to properly dose and dilute the oils. So real quick, I'll get out of the way that, I'm not a medical professional and I'm not going to claim to be one. I can't treat, diagnose, or cure. So what you're going to hear is based on my experience and research and what I've learned from people who are much wiser than myself. So basically there's 3 ways you can use essential oils with kids. You can apply it topically, right, directly onto the skin. You can inhale it by using a diffuser or spraying it into the air, or with an essential oil inhaler, or even smelling directly out of the bottle. I've got a little bit of joy here. Okay, and then the 3rd way is that you can, with the Young Living Vitality line, you can ingest the essential oils. You can do that in capsules or with juice or milk or adding it to some honey, whatever is the easiest way to ingest it. You want to make sure that you're only using the highest quality essential oils, which is why I only use Young Living essential oils for my family. So let me talk a little bit about dosage and dilution. Now, when you're looking at how to use essential oils for kids online, there is so much different information out there. There's a lot of conflicting information telling you that you should never use oils with kids, and there's other stuff saying that, yeah, it's fine, go ahead. There's whole books, articles, blog posts, and everything devoted to the topic. And so I've done a lot of different research, and I encourage you as a parent to do your research and read up on it. Don't just take someone's word for it. But I'm going to share with you what I've learned, and one of my favorite resources for this is Dr. Peter Minke, and he is a essential oil chemist, and he's been studying essential oils for many years, and he also uses essential oils in his home on his own kids, and that firsthand experience plus the professional experience really goes a long way for me in building up my trust with what I'm going to listen to. And so he says that when it comes to diluting essential oils and dosing essential oils for kids, that dosage is actually more important than dilution, because you hear these widely, oh, you should dilute it this much, or you should dilute it that much for kids. There's a lot of different answers, but dosing is the most important. He says with an infant, you should use half a drop. And you get that by putting a drop into your hand, touching it with your other finger, like this. You put a drop in your hand, touch it with the other finger, that's half a drop. With a small child of 2 to 3 years, you're going to use 1 to 2 drops. With a slightly older child, 4 to 6 years, you're going to use 3, maybe 4 drops. And then with elementary age children, obviously bigger children, you use more, smaller children you would use less. Use 3 to 5 drops. Makes sense. Adults are 5 to 7 drops. Now, when it comes to dilution, that is it's very specific to the individual and the oil being used. Some oils are, you just saw me putting Joy on. For me, that's very gentle, and I can put it directly on my skin, and it feels wonderful. Some oils are warm, like blends like Thieves, singles like Oregano. Those can be very warm on the skin, and I'm much more likely to need to dilute them on myself and my children. So it really comes down to personal comfort. For instance, most people feel just fine putting lavender and frankincense directly on their skin. Some people don't, and some kids don't. So the best thing to do is to test the oil on a small area, and then have a carrier oil close by and be ready to dilute it if necessary. Carrier oil is V6. This is a carrier oil blend from Young Living, but you could also use coconut oil or olive oil. You can use anything that's a good healthy cooking oil in your kitchen, you can use to dilute essential oils with. And then you can dilute it. People say how much. Really, it's how much you need to dilute it for comfort. So if you put a drop of oil on your skin and it's feeling really warm and exciting on your skin, then you're going to want to put some carrier oil on over it to help it. And then if you find that oil is warm, then in the future, don't put it on neat. Dilute it first, and you can do that in a roll-on or in some other way. So I hope this has been helpful. I'm really excited about all the stuff you're about to learn. So hang on to your hats, hold on tight, and this is going to be really fun.